Hello, welcome back, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a video of an antique vintage vacuum cleaner, and as you can see, my floor here, both my rugs in my room is quite a mess, and I'm going to be doing this as a mess test for this sweeper, and I really hope it picks all this stuff up, because this is my room, and I've got to sleep in here. I like it to stay clean. But today I'm going to be showing you a vintage filter clean vacuum cleaner, and I'm doing this because I wanted to get a vintage vacuum cleaner on my channel. However, I am kind of disappointed this is not a full vintage vacuum cleaner. I've actually got the hose and the power nozzle, the new power nozzle from my grandmother's Rainbow vacuum cleaner, fixed up to this where it works just like a filter clean nozzle would, so none of this hose or anything is filter clean stuff. Because I bought the unit and it didn't come with the proper hose and stuff. But I can't complain because I only paid $35 for it, and I have never seen one of these before, not even on eBay. This is a Model 31. This is a 1965 filter clean vacuum cleaner. The reason why I chose this one above some of the other vintage vacuum cleaners I have seen, because I watch Ibaziak's channel, and I've seen on his channel everybody says, we want to see a filter clean, we want to see a filter clean. And I've also seen on comments from other people's channels, they want to see antique vacuum cleaners. The vintage vacuum. So I have here a vintage filter clean. You guys are getting both of the items which you wanted to see. This vacuum cleaner is a really good vacuum cleaner. It's got a lot of suction power. I do really like this sweeper. It's got high and low settings, which I'll show to you here real quick. That high and low settings there is that's just the setting changer, and this here is your power switch. So I'll switch it on here, and it is on high right now. Now I'll switch it to low. Back to high. And you get just about the same amount of suction power on either setting. As you can see, this is really old. This is bought it for parts for one of my grandparents has a newer filter clean vacuum cleaner, and her hose handle is broken. I was hoping this had the original hose, and I could use that hose on their sweeper and save them the money of buying a new one. But since it is an older one, it did not work as I planned. So this has turned into a restoration project. As you can see, it's in kind of rough shape right now. I'm going to tear it completely apart and repaint it and whatnot. I've already repainted this part. As you can see, it's gold. Originally, it's just silver, but it was all rusted, and I got the rust off it and repainted it. This vacuum cleaner, there is a little bit of dust in here, which I'm going to show you. You can't see it very well, but there is a little bit of dust in here. And after the mess test, we're going to see how much more dust we have added to this bin. So I'm going to put this back on here. Latch my latches. Hook up my power head. And this is a 1965, so before I get any rude comments about it, you can call this a vintage vacuum cleaner. This is from 1965. And another thing I do want to mention here, this is not an original Rainbow power nozzle. This is a new nozzle that I put on her sweeper, my other grandmother's sweeper, because hers was broke for her old Rainbow vacuum cleaner. But I did make sure that this is a nozzle, works just like the filter clean nozzles. It's got a brush roll system. It hooks up onto the unit right here, plugs in, the hose hooks there. It's automatic adjust, so it automatically adjusts to the height of the carpet. So does the filter clean nozzles. So I've gotten this as close to a filter clean as I could, and we're going to go ahead and do the mess test here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do a path right through the middle of each of these. As you can see, a lot of this stuff is dust and clumps of hair I picked up in other vacuum cleaners, vacuum cleaning my house. This one I threw in some little white paper dots, and here I've got pencil shavings along with the dust. So we're going to do a pass right through the middle of both of them, and then I'll shut it off, and show you guys and describe how it did, and then I will clean up the rest of the mess, and we will do a review on the video. I'm hoping this works as good as my Nana and Papa's newer Filter Queen vacuum cleaner. If it does, I'll be highly satisfied. You can see it seemed to do a pretty good job. It left a couple little pencil shavings through here. Other than that, it seemed to pick up really well. It did, however, just kind of do a little bit of snow plowing at first. And it just pushed this pop tab that for some reason managed to get swept up in one of my other sweepers. I don't know why. I'm usually very careful what I pick up with my sweepers, but this managed to get swept up and end up in my tub of dirt that I use for demonstration videos. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to throw this back down here. The sweeper ought to be able to pick it up. Now I'm going to go ahead and clean up the rest of this mess, and then I'll tell you guys what I think about the sweeper. Alright, got my floor pretty clean. Now, before I tell you what I think about it, we're going to pop this motor unit off this dustbin, and we're going to see what all's in the sweeper now. Ew. Pretty bad looking, don't you think? Filter cone is definitely a lot dirtier, and there is a lot of stuff inside that dustbin. It definitely seemed to pick it up without a problem. It took a little longer than some of these sweepers with the newer technologies may have. But for this being a 1965 vacuum cleaner, the fact that I can press the power switch and it turns on, that's impressive enough for me. And it runs and sounds exactly like it's supposed to. Overall, I think this is a great vacuum cleaner. Filter Queen's always been a good vacuum cleaner company. My grandparents' new Filter Queen, I love that sweeper. I use it every time I go over there. It works great. This one seems to work just as good. However, I can take the power nozzle from my grandparents' sweeper and hook it onto here. This is the hose here that came with it. It's obviously not the original hose, but that is the original fitting for it. And that's the same as on my grandparents' new Filter Queen. And on their Filter Queen, it also plugs in up here. So I should be able to take the hose and the power head off theirs and use this one just like that. should I choose, that is what I want to do. So, overall, it is definitely a good sweeper. Very easy to get to most everything. All your filters are easy to get to. They've even got sprays that you can spray in here. Make your rooms and stuff smell good as you're vacuuming them. And I've actually got one of them. It's got a filter in it as well for my grandparents' Filter Queen sweeper. Let me open this here real quick. It's the eucalyptus spray. And what you do when you use it is pop that lid off there. Spray that filter inside there. Pop it back on, and when you run the sweeper, it makes your air smell like whatever spray you sprayed on there. And I've got the eucalyptus one here. That's my favorite. And this is a good sweeper even to run on low. Just let it purify the air and make your room smell like whatever spray you sprayed in the... Yeah, I lost my train of thought. You sprayed on the filter here. And make your room smell like whatever spray it was you sprayed on the filter there. So, it is definitely a good sweeper. I would recommend a Filter Queen to anybody. You can find one used at a yard sale or something if you can. About the price range for them. Newer ones, a good buy on them would be about $75, and that's on the low end. Usually about $150, $175 is what they are worth. So that there is a good price for them too. This one here, I bought it for $35. I probably won't never find another deal like that in my life. This one being an old one right here. They usually sell for about $225 to $275, and just the motor unit alone without a hose or anything, which is what I bought, and I paid $35 for it. So if you're looking for a Filter Queen, buying one brand new has a tendency to break the bank. However, if you can find one at a yard sale for a decent price, I would definitely recommend it. They are advertised as a bagged vacuum cleaner, but as you can see, it's just a filter cone in there. They call those filter cones the bags. It's just that filter cone in there. You take it out, you throw it away every time you empty it, and then when you empty it, you put a new one in. And they're actually not real expensive. You get 12 of them for $7.99 at Guarantee Vacuum Cleaner, which is our vacuum store here in town where I live in Kokomo. You can also buy them on Amazon, and I believe they are cheaper on Amazon. And you can also find them on the Filter Queen website, as well as a company called, you gotta give me a second here, Healthmore. It's a company called Healthmore, and it is out of Strongville, Ohio. I don't know if you can read that, but there's the name right there. There's Strongville, Ohio. It's a company called Healthmore. You can get on that website. It's where you can order these sprays, which you can also order on Amazon, and the new filters which go in the top. This is the one for the newer Filter Queens. The older ones have a hole in the middle rather than Velcro, and that's where the hole is in the middle right there. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you have any vacuum cleaners you haven't seen on my channel that you would like to see on my channel, be sure to leave a comment under one of my videos, and I will make sure that I get that sweeper on my channel at some point. And I will be doing another video of this Filter Queen here once I get it all restored and completely looking good. I will do a video showing you what it looks like after I have restored the unit. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe.